Hi, my lovelies. I know it's been a minute since I've been on here, but I did just want to pop on here to announce that on the 12th and 13th of December is my Haunted Houses Christmas Haunt Special. So if you are a local and you want to get your spook on in the middle of the festive season, um, we are running that just for the 2 days for a charity event. That being said, your local neighborhood clown is going to be performing again, and I will be bouncing with joy throughout my carnival. Um, However, I do have a problem. I do not have anything that I can wear that is remotely close to festive. So I will be taking the jumpsuit that I wore last year while I was haunting and converting it. I do have a kind of reference that I'm kind of going off of with how I want it to kind of look like, but I know it's not going to look exactly that way because it is a solid color. Now, I do want to have a disclaimer. I'm not a professional seamstress, so I'm kind of going by the seat of my pants, but that's how we all learn, right? But I am taking the seams out in the middle of the jumpsuit to kind of take apart the pant part. That way I can sew the middle up together into a kind of dress fashion. Now, this material was a bit weird and it was fraying when I started taking it apart, so I did try to use some hem tape. You'll see here I was kind of experimenting while I was wrestling my very needy cat because she wanted to sit on both the costume and my lap. I also couldn't find my little iron at this time, and don't judge me when you see me using my flat iron to bind the hem tape together, but that's what I had and it worked. So once I had all of that finished, I did end up using my sewing machine to go and stitch everything together. I did have some complications, but like I said, I'm not a professional seamstress. I did end up putting it on to see how I liked it, but whenever I looked down, I kept seeing just the jumpsuit still, and there was this weird, like, moose knuckle. So I had to come up with a plan B fast. My next plan of action was I decided I was going to cut where that weird moose knuckle is, which does make it into a very super short mini skirt. But I am going to layer the extra fabric that I have um, underneath it so that way I can start making the jagged little pointy like things on the skirt and start distressing it a little bit more so that way I can actually get that clown look. Now, I was very hesitant on this because as a cosmetologist, I know that you once you make that first cut, there is no going back. But I did use the laser on the scissors, don't judge me. Um, and it made this cute little mini dress action. So we will leave it here for now. This is day one of my 7-day panic costume making. And we will see what I can do as a non professional seamstress. So bear with me, but this should be fun. And again, our Christmas edition haunted house is on the 12th and 13th of December. So come see us and come say hi to me. I hope to see you there.